First of all, that's a really, really good team. I think it's unfortunate that both of our teams didn't get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament because I think we both were very qualified, very deserving, and unfortunately there was not a spot for us. But I also want to thank Kyle for his inspiration. And I'd like to know how much he's going to pick St. John's by for our next game, because that certainly was a lot of fuel to the fire when we picked up the newspaper and noticed that we were picked in our hometown newspaper to lose by 2. So thank you for that. Our kids were pretty fired up when they read it, and any motivation we can get from anywhere at this point is a really good thing.
Coach, the Kira 3 plus the foul in the third quarter really felt like the turning point in the game. Did you kind of see it that way? How did you kind of describe it?
I thought that was a huge moment. To have the composure with people flying at her to hit the 3, but also to draw that foul. It was a big moment, because the one thing I'll say, their defense is one of the stingiest zones I've ever played against, and they have such interesting principles. When the ball goes in the high post, they go man-to-man. When it comes back out, they're back to the zone, and they've got length, and they cover ground really quickly. But I thought our kids, as the game went on, got a little bit more comfortable with what was open, but I thought we also understood the pace that we had to play to find shots, and I thought she reacted in time really, really well to get that shot down and had great composure.
Kira, same thing for you. What did you kind of make of that 3?
Well, at first I was nervous because we were talking in practice to shot fake and one dribble to the middle. So when I shot it, I was like, uh-oh, hope this goes in. But no, that was really just fuel to the fire. We were getting stops on defense, and I was like, okay, we need to pick it up on offense. So when that went in, that was a big energy shift.
For Tricia and Kira, Purdue obviously, went off and had a great offensive game, but Maples, who was their league player of the year, I think she only had 10 points, didn't really get into a rhythm offensively. What did you guys do to frustrate her?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I just took it to heart. I was kind of upset that I didn't make the all-defensive team. So every night I just try to go out and try my best to guard the best player and make it a really, really hard night for her. So I knew she was very, very talented. I knew she wanted to get to the rack. So just staying low on her fakes was something that I honed in on.
I think those 2 guards are so talented. It was difficult to stop both. I thought Mickey did a great job of creating some opportunities for herself, and they did a nice job with the high ball screen. And she was able to draw some fouls and get some of those from the free throw line. But you got to give her credit. She really did a nice job of shooting the ball for them. I'm glad we could at least slow down one of them, because if they both got loose, we would have been in trouble.
How big was it when Sook got her 4th foul and out, you were up 6, and then when she went back in, you were still up 6, like 4
That was
minutes
huge.
later, that stretch to maintain the lead?
Well, and again, we had to choose, what we wanted to do. And at first I thought, well, let's keep a good defensive lineup in. And so I let Q stay in as our point guard. And then I thought about it for a minute, and our offense was looking a little shaky, so I went with Cadence for a little bit. But we wanted to bide some time because I knew we wanted to finish the game with Soph on the floor. But so proud of our group because those were big minutes. Even though there was not a big change in the score, even holding the line was a big deal at that moment in the game.
So, you went to the free throw line, 4 times maybe in the final minute. I think you made all every free throw you had, you attempted. What's it like in those moments to go to the line where you have to make them, or else they can kind of cut into your lead?
I think that's kind of what every single practice, that's kind of the moment you're preparing for. I was well rested, so I had some energy to put the ball through the net, but I felt confident. After I made, I think, my first 4, I felt good. The ball felt good coming off my fingers.
And for both the players, once you get over the heartbreak, or however you want to term it, of the MAC tournament, the NCAA tournament, once you win tonight, how much more hungrier do you get to continue marching on?
No, it makes us very hungry. That's in the past now. There's nothing we can do to change it. So we just look forward to the future and want to win the whole thing.
And I feel like we were never truly dissatisfied with what happened. We were upset, but I don't think we're a dissatisfied team whatsoever. We're going to come out hungry regardless, and we want to win. That's our new goal, is just to keep winning game by game.
Coach, I think you had 4 different players finish in double figures. Did you like how that developed over the course of the game?
I do, because again, you don't know in the zone what exactly they're going to give you. First, I was really happy that our post players were aggressive scoring. I thought that hurt us in the Buffalo game in the conference tournament. We didn't finish inside, and we absolutely had to against their post play tonight. I thought Hannah gave us really big minutes. I thought Nan Garcia, not often do we have Nan with her back to the basket trying to score, and I thought she really did a nice job of being aggressive and not fading, because shot blockers love it when you fade. And we didn't give her opportunities to throw our shot, but big baskets that we got in there alleviated some pressure on the perimeter, but then also being able to feed them on the post because they were sealing so well gave us opportunities to cut. And we got several opportunities offensively from basket cuts once we entered into the post. So really, really proud of that. But, you know, these two did a phenomenal job. And the great thing about this team is any of those kids can step up and have double figures any night. And I think that's what makes us not only a very cohesive group, but a very dangerous group going forward.